Hey folks, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas season, getting ready for New Year as well. It's time to play some EU4. I'm not saying we won't finish Dark Souls, I'm just saying we won't finish it tonight. I can't just stream the same thing tons of weeks in a row or I get really burnt out on it, you know? So I gotta do some different stuff. So tonight we're playing EU4. If you guys don't know, this is a grand strategy game. And essentially the way this works is that we will choose a country from the start date of 1444, and we will be completely in charge of that country. And the main focus of EU4, Paradox makes a lot of country sim games. The main focus of EU4 is diplomacy and politics. There is war and economy building and that sort of thing, but diplomacy is really kind of the main focus and playing kind of the web of alliances. So that's what we're going to do here. Hey Grand Wizard, glad you're here. Rasmus, good to see you in the chat. It's been a few weeks since I saw you around. Glad you're here. And you voted for Denmark, and thus far we have no others, so we may just be playing Denmark. I am going to share the stream right quick. I could. That game is the one exception. That game has such a dumb name, Gundam Battle Review. Like, what in the world? I did want to do an AI tutorial for that video at some point. I don't know if I ever will, but if I was able to figure out how to beat it within like the span of, I think it took us like what, 3 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. I could probably do something else. Anyway, I've shared the stream. Why don't we get going here? Let me check the camera, make sure. Yeah, that looks. How about that? That's a little better. Yeah, then now you can see my pretty Christmas lights that I just like strung up there with some thumbtacks. I love multicolored lights. Oh, thank God Riven Mike's here. I was getting really worried. Which video was that? Did you send that recently, or was that when we watched that video? Because I don't recall the Gundam video. You can send it again and I'll try to check it out. Try to. And Mike, I am glad you're here. Hope you're having a good holiday week. I know you've got a stressful week at work ahead of you, but at least you get the 2 days, right? That was gross. There was a hair in my drink. Ugh. Okay. Maybe I did, actually. Just because I don't sleep. I can't remember what it was because my DVR is turned on, but it never has time to write to ROM. It's all random access. He still hasn't done that. He needs my help. Only I can create a flawless AI technique. So you wanted Denmark, Rasmus, so we'll do Denmark. How about it? We'll pick old Denmark. We're just going to do normal so that I can save scum. I'm not an expert at this game. There are much better players at this game. If you watch this stream and it's something you like and you want to check out people that know what they're doing, you can look up Flurry Worry. He is really good. I'm trying to think of some of the other EU4 guys. It slips my name. I don't have the 2 latest DLC because they're bad. And I will wait till they go on sale. I don't think I've ever... Maybe I've played Denmark once before, but it was on a patch a long, long time ago. So let's just kind of see where we are with Denmark. As the Treaty of Kalmar in 1397, the Nordic crowns of Norway, Sweden, and Denmark are intended to be borne by one monarch. Since its inception, this Kalmar Union has been led by the Danes, and the strongest and richest of the Nordic powers close to the continent, with an ambition to control and dominate the Baltic Sea area. The Danish monarchy has many enemies, however, in particular among the cities of the Hanseatic League, an alliance of free cities in control of Baltic trade that Denmark now threatens. This recently culminated in a series of wars, ending in the loss of Schleswig, followed by the deposition of Danish King Erik, now a mere pirate chief on the island of Gotland. Denmark has just elected a new king from the Bavarian Wittelsbach family. Christopher has no ties to Danish or Swedish nobility, but it seems he has grand plans for the three of the Nordic kingdoms, styling himself as the king in the north. Time will tell what Christopher Belmont's legacy will be. The Danish crown has pawned away many of its assets to its leading families, while neither the Swedish or Norwegian nobles seem to care much for their new German king. The Norwegians still favor the deposed Erik, while Swedish nobility has recently united under their regent Karl Knudsen. You guys have just made 1 cc of pleasure goal. I don't think that's illegal in my state. I don't think you can do that here. I think you'd have to go to Nevada to run back a 1 cc pleasure goal. I don't think you could do that. Denmark is a Catholic country, so we have to deal with the Pope in 1444. We are a monarchy, which is pretty standard for this part of the world in the game at this time. So the big thing that we're going to have to contend with is that we're up here. If eventually I plan to integrate these guys into my country, so make them just a part of Denmark. But what we're going to have to deal with is these guys down here, because they are part of the Holy Roman Empire run by Austria, who actually likes us fairly well at the moment. We might try to ally Austria. That way we can eat provinces in the HRE and not have the entirety of all of these people out to kill us. Oh look, we got our first spammer here. Let's put them in timeout. Get out of here. Stupid Freddy Fazbear spammers. I do have to lower this volume in my head so I can hear myself think a little bit. We need to select rivals. So rivals are basically, it's kind of the game's way of forcing you to have conflict with people. You get penalties to your monthly power gain if you don't select rivals, which are just like countries that are your enemies. And a lot of the times you have like historical enemies. Like, for example, England probably hates France, if I had to guess. Yeah, see, they pretty much always rival France because historically they were not friends at this point in time. So you can see kind of from this enemies tab some countries that already don't like us. We have England, just because they're going to be kind of vying for this ocean trade up here with us. Scotland, which is strange that they're our enemy. Probably because of this Norway stuff here, if I had to guess. I don't know the history. I'm not making any statement here. Hold on, I'm getting a message. Getting a secret message. Yeah, no problem, Mike. Don't worry about it. We've been getting the spam bots. I guess that's a blessing because that means the channel is getting a bigger reach, so we're now worth their time, but a curse as well. And then Lithuania is probably just like a random rival of similar size and power in the area it picked for me. I'm going to pull up the wiki right quick to see what it suggests that we do, because I've never played Denmark before. We do have Sweden and Norway as junior partners, which means we control everything they do. Essentially, not everything, but a lot of things. They are kind of loyal to us, so if we go to war, they'll have to go to war with us. Unfortunately, Sweden and Norway are not very well developed, because this is like frozen tundra, right? Rasmus, you know the geography of these countries better than me, so you can kind of tell me what's up there. Let's see. We want to integrate Sweden, Norway, options at Novgorod. Oh, good. The Christmas music is playing. I love it. So the wiki says we should basically ignore this area down here to start, which I don't know if I 100% agree with, but we should start with conquering Novgorod. The tricky thing about that is Muscovy is also going to want Novgorod, and so well, that kind of means we have to neuter Muscovy too. It says, however, if we conquer the city of Novgorod, we can stop them from forming Russia and getting all their powerful bonuses. So maybe that is the way to go. It doesn't tell us about good ideas, but we'll check that out and see. Yes, I am a masochist for learning to play this game. This is one of those games that's very difficult to learn, and you're going to fail a lot when you start. But once you start to understand its systems and how it works, it's very rewarding to like make big plays and see them work. With 300 plus years before the Titanic work, yes. I mean, you missed last week. Riven Mike was throwing out some facts about the Titanic that didn't even exist, but they were technically true. So, Rasmus giving us the deets on the geography. Upper Norway is a tundra. Southern Norway is cold, but they make and do. Sweden's about the same tier as Southern Norway. So pretty much just everything is Norway. What about Denmark proper? What are we dealing with here? All right. While you type your well-reasoned response, let's take a look at our political situation here. I'm going to pick rivals in just a second. We have Holstein as a vassal. We're going to annex them as soon as possible. Annex means they just become our country. They become our territory, essentially. Sweden and Norway are junior partners, which means basically we have the same dynasty king. So this was something that happened in history with historical Christian countries in Europe. Because of marriages and intermarriages and the system of intermarriages, you could have a situation where the heir to the throne of a country was heir to more than one country. So in this game, it's called a personal union. And so we have that with two countries to start with. They're not the strongest, but we'll take it. A vassal is just basically like they have their own king and they're independent, but not really. They can't do anything unless we tell them to. We have 3 diplomats, so we'll go ahead and start improving relations because we're just going to annex them. They're small and easily annexed as soon as possible. We can't pick Novgorod, unfortunately. We don't really have a whole lot to gain from Scotland being our rival because England already hates us and they're much stronger, so I don't want to really rival England. We could rival Lithuania, but that's going to piss Poland off, and I kind of want to be friends with Poland later so they can help me against Russia, because usually they end up hating Russia. Hey, Ernest, it's been a while. How you doing? Hope you're having a good holiday. Kind of. A lot more complex. This is like the super nerdy Dungeons & Dragons, very complex version. But yeah, there will be some empire building. This is not turn-based, Rasmus. This is real time. So the way this works is, you see this up in the right-hand corner here, where it says the date. You have basically 5 speeds of game movement, and when I hit that unpause, things will start ticking in real time. And so, like right now, everything's frozen. I haven't unpaused the game for the first time, because this just allows you to look at your starting situation and decide, okay, what do I want to do? Who do I want to try to be friends with? Who do I want to go to war with? That type of thing. I'm gonna check and see. We don't have any claims on Novgorod, but we're gonna try to get some. We're gonna build a spy network. So our opening move, I think, is we're going to try to conquer these guys. Where is their capital city? That's what we want. Where is the capital of Novgorod? Show me their capital. Yeah, see, so what we're gonna try to do, my strategy is going to be to conquer this area and get right here and conquer this because we don't want Muscovy to have it. That's one of the best ways you can stop your rivals. It's better to prevent other countries from getting strong rather than to try to take them down after they're strong. And if Muscovy takes Novgorod, they can form Russia, which gives them all kind of insane power boost, and we don't want that. We'd rather them stay poor, pitiful little Muscovy. Anyway, let's pick the rivals. We need to pick at least a few. Who hates Burgundy? Let's see who doesn't like Burgundy. So this is what you do. You basically figure out who doesn't like you and then find out who doesn't like the people that don't like you, and then you be friends with them. So Burgundy is rivaled with France. France is a really good ally to have. So maybe we will try to be friends with France. So let's say we don't like Burgundy too. If we really wanted to ratchet it up, hold on. Okay, let's make a power play here. Let's say that we don't like England either, even though they're really strong. England usually just kind of sits over here. And so what this will do is, see, now France gets a ticking opinion modifier of us because we both hate England and Burgundy. They don't like Burgundy either. So what we can do is start improving relations with France and say, hey, you want to be friends? It sure would be nice to kill England together. All right, so now we're going to unpause the game. And so I'm going to turn up our speed a little bit here. And again, I'm not an expert at this, so if I'm making dumb plays, forgive me. And it's just telling us the Pope did some stuff. Okay, we need one more rival. Novgorod. Definitely Novgorod. So all throughout the game, we get events, and these can basically do good things or do bad things. And we just kind of, you get a little flavor text here. At this point, I just ignore most of it. Riven Mike says, Vasa fact, in 1628, a Swedish warship called the Vasa was launched. It was so ornate, its design changed so frequently during construction. By the time it launched, it was so top-heavy that it instantly toppled over and sank. But it was later recovered and is today on display in a museum. It belongs in a museum. Ernest says, I've been thinking of getting Oculus solely to play Resident Evil 4. I don't know. Because that is a pretty heavy investment for one game. And the new is going to wear off on that a lot faster than you think. And, you know, I told a mutual coworker with a young son that likes to play video games, you know, your work wife that you sit across from. Her son wanted virtual reality. It was like a year or two ago. And she asked me about it. And I was like, don't get that because the games aren't there and he's going to get tired of it. And it's going to sit there unused. She got it anyway. And what did she tell me the other day when we were talking about Christmas? I got him virtual reality. He got tired of it in like 2 or 3 months. And now it just sits there. So I don't know. If you got the cash to spare and you don't care, just go for it. But I wouldn't. I straight up wouldn't. But you do you, my man. So anyway, our stupid nobility is upset. So, where is... Do we want to already have to fight a bunch of 7 peasants in Halland? Yeah, I guess. I guess we do. Where is Halland? Yeah, we'll just... Our king is decent. So we have a 3-2-2, and these are basically stats that determine how much mana, we call it mana, that you get per month. And that lets you do things like buy technology, fix problems, etc., etc. Better rulers have more points. Worse rulers get less points. So our ruler is painfully average right now. We also don't have a whole lot of dip slots because we've got all these vassals and partners. The main thing I need to do is to take back our island out here. What is this? Gain a bunch of... Ever since the Treaty of Kalmar, it has been stipulated the crowns of Norway all rest on one head. Denmark is this union, the dominant state in the north, and would-be contender and influence of the Hanseatic League, newly crowned Christopher, and has not inherited a Baltic Empire. Blah, blah. If we are to prevent royal power from weakening, we must get that land back. Sure, why not? Let's fight some more people. I'm game. Because we get a bunch of money for doing it. I'm all about those early game bad decisions, after all. Usually enemies will not like to leave a siege to help their friends, so you can use that to your advantage. Alright, let's see. We can make some claims over here. Actually, no, we can't. So how does it expect me to declare war on Novgorod? Unless we fight our way across, but that seems... because Russia's going to take that very soon. Just no CBM. Can't take provinces. If only we could annex Sweden. Give me your land, Sweden. I need your stuff. Denmark's not as cold as you think, as the geography suggests. It's just slightly north of Germany. Yeah, that probably makes sense because I look at the land here. This is all like grassland territory. So each province in the game has a different like terrain type, which gives it certain bonuses or disadvantages. And it's all like grass. Like you've got Wismar, Lundberg here, and they're all like forests. So that makes sense. After this league you're playing as falls apart, every single one of our kings has alternatively been named Christian or Frederick. We're going to save the Kalmar Union, man. We're going to do it. We're broke, and I think Sweden has a bigger army than us, but we're going to do it. We did it. So the next thing we got to do is take back Gotland. We're gonna get the situation under control, guys. High Liberty Desire. The Swedes don't like us. That's okay. Not quite there yet with France, but they will turn over in time. We still need to find a way to attack these guys. Unfortunately, we have no way. I guess we could... Here, let's stop that for now. See if we can get Sweden a little under control. Basically, these partners here, if they get like they feel that they're stronger than we are, they'll start to turn rebellious. So we have to find ways to make them think we're stronger. And one way we can do this is by getting our land under control here, raising our army a little bit, having a better income, having better diplomatic relations with them. And also we need to annex Holstein here, which we can in 1454. So in fact, let's take the opportunity to do a royal marriage to increase our relations. Let's see, what do we got? Let's find out the main reason they're mad at us. Yeah, see, the relative army power and the economic power is what's making them mad. One trick you can do is to keep them at war, because it's really hard to do anything while you're at war on the same side in this game. So that's one thing. Okay, we have Gotland under control. I have no idea what happened to the guy that was leading the rebellion there. He just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. So he's dead. So, so we own Gotland again. That's great. And I think now we'll start trying to scheme to take over the Livonian Order. And that will be our way into Novgorodian lands. It looks like they're already at war with somebody. Yeah, see, Muscovy's making a power play. Hopefully they won't just fully annex all of them at once. But if they do, they do, and we'll just have to I don't know, get France or Poland or somebody to help us later. Poland likes us enough okay. I really, really want this alliance with France. If we could swing that, we'll be in pretty good shape for a while. But as usual, France has gone and gotten themselves too many diplomatic relations. Eventually this will flip to friendly, though, because we have so many common enemies. So just got to give it some time. Of the two rulers not named, one of those two ones Queen's Marguerite, and the second one who's currently queen, the other was Queen Marguerite the First. So do you guys still have like a queen, like king, queen, and like a name only type thing? Like they don't do anything politically, but they just like a state figurehead, kind of like the Queen of England. Being here in America, I don't know anything about these royal families. Nothing that this game didn't teach me, at least. How much money are we making? We need to... Oh, we can hold 20... We need to up our army while still not going broke. That would help us kind of keep Sweden under control here. At least our pal Norway is okay with the situation. They're good. I need more diplomats. I need to hurry up with this Livonian Order core here. Who hates the Teutonic Order? Oh, they like us. We still have one slot for an alliance. We might need that papal influence later. So you have diplo slots in this game, which is basically like your country's capacity for governance and relations with other countries and maintaining them, because it's impossible to hire more people. And you can see right now we've got 3 of 4 slots because we're trying to keep up with these 2 personal unions and this vassalage here we have with Holstein. So that's why I want to annex Holstein as soon as possible, so that we control their territory, but they're not taking up a slot, essentially. All right, we're kind of maxed out. Eventually, France will need our help. That day has not arrived yet. Let's make sure Poland doesn't dislike them. Let's try to be friends with Poland. Because if we want to declare on Livonian Order, they're going to call it the Teutonic Order. Poland wants Danzig. They always want Danzig. So they'll be willing to help us because there's a chance they might fight Teutonic Order for Danzig if they help us. From my understanding, they do minor things like understanding one of the princes doing some sort of chatter with the various sports unions, but nothing crazy. Yeah, that's... The vice president in America has more power than that. But in some ways, that's almost a figurehead position. Like, they just send you to kind of negotiate stuff, but you, other than like breaking ties in the Senate, you're not really going to... Is it the Senate or the House the VP can break ties in? I believe it's the Senate. But you're not going to be doing much as VP. It's just kind of the figurehead role with the understanding that one day you might get to run yourself. Denmark gets Bavarian holdings until the death of Christopher von Wittelsbach, giving us +8 tax income. Okay. I'm all about it, man. Let's go. You're getting that extra few ducats a month there. So where are we at with our... We've almost got Sweden under control. We just need to get a little bit stronger. This events thing is what's really hurting us. Relative power to Denmark. Yeah, stupid Sweden thinks that they're too good for us. Well, we'll just keep building our forces and we'll see about that. Yeah, there we go. Actual Titanic fact. When the Titanic was leaving dock, the suction it created accidentally pulled another ship loose from its moorings, and the two nearly collided. Ironically, that could have saved it. Well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. It's like fate itself was trying to stop this ship from taking off, and they just couldn't control their own ambitions. What's that old line from that the song by Blue Oyster Cult, Godzilla? Something, something, nature points out the folly of man. History shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man. Yeah, that's it. Integrate Norway, the Baltic Fleet, trustworthy allies. Yeah, good job, Paradox. Give us these big, gigantic 2 country-specific missions. Well, we got these. What does this one want us to do? Have a navy size at least 90% of the force limit. So what is that? Force limit is basically to keep you from just spamming like building army units over and over again. So right now we're at our max land force limit. So if we recruit more soldiers without increasing that, the cost will increase exponentially to maintain them, therefore bankrupting us. So that's how they keep you from just like building tons and tons of troops and just like raffle stomping people. So what? We need like 3 more ships? How broke are we? We're pretty broke. But I may just buy like 3 ships and then sell them. Just to complete that. Let's get 3 cogs because we're about to do some naval landing anyway. Riga in Teutonic Order. I really would like one more. Let's just say we declared on these guys. We've got about 14k more troops than they do with their alliance. I'm not really worried about Riga because they have 5 and they're 1 province. So we'll just send somebody over there to raffle stomp them and then piece them out. These guys might be some trouble though, unless Poland wants to be our friend because they do not like. They don't. Nobody loves me. It's a shame. How you feeling, France? You not feeling it? Okay. So Holstein really likes us. Too bad they're our vassal. Sweden is okay with us. They're finally under the want to break free limit. France really likes us, but not enough to ally us. Norway likes us, but we control them. Just really don't see anybody else that we could potentially. Who else does England hate? Us, France, Burgundy, which also hates us, so that's a no-go. Burgundy hates England, which also hates us. They don't like Savoy. How does Savoy feel about us? Savoy has too many relations. They're all the way down here, too. They're not going to come help against... What about Brandon? Brandenburg likes us. Maybe this will be a good temporary alliance. Yeah, let's go with Brandenburg here. Watch them immediately get raffle stomped by, like, a Mecklenburg or something. Wolgast. I guess we could play the long game and try to make Teutonic Order like us more than they do the Livonian Order, but I doubt it. I really don't want to lose base tax. So you're saying the collision would truly be the good suck. You do you, Rasmus Dane. You do you. Chain Benny with the spam. Are you related to Boggs Benny? Can we claim anybody's throne? No. Can we annex? About a few more years and we can annex these guys. This changes everything. So that was the note that the first institution of the game spawned. So you can see the Renaissance has now happened. Basically, when institutions spawn, if your country doesn't have that institution, it becomes more difficult for you to buy the technology you need to keep up with your peers. In particular, you don't want to fall behind in military, because if somebody with a more advanced military shows up, especially the AI, they're going to come kill you and take your country, so you don't want to do that. We'll complete this mission, which gives us some permanent claims on some stuff. Did that give us a claim on... No. Oh, and Muscovy showed up and took Novgorod. Dang it. So now we're going to have to fight them later. That's okay. We'll still fight them. Lol, they're allied with Scotland. LOL. So let's go ahead and get admin technology. Ah, yes. Poland is now willing to be our friend. Of course they are. Which means we have too many diplomatic relations, but it's okay because we're going to annex Holstein fairly soon. No, not too worried about it. Hey, Jaime, how's the funeral business? Business dead as always? That joke may have been inappropriate. I'm sorry. So 2 more years. Let's go ahead and send them a gift. Send gift. We definitely want more support for Renaissance. If we improve our opinion of them 22 more, that should cross just over into 190, which is the magic number we need to annex them. Fun fact, due to leftover laws from the actual monarchy, if you're an officially licensed carpenter, you're required to bring a sword to certain events like weddings. That's the coolest thing ever. I wish I had a law that required me to own a sword. We just end up with, like, stupid rules around here. Like our stupid archaic rules in places. Let's see. I really would like to get to Miltech 4 before we start going and swinging our sword at people, our carpenter sword. What was the reasoning behind, oh, you're allowed. I was hoping it was like you were required to. It's like you must have a sword at this if you were a, it doesn't matter so much at this point. Yeah, you see how we're getting a bonus here? The further ahead your neighbors are ahead of you in a technology, the cheaper it becomes for you to buy. So we get our nice little 5% discount here. Let's see, do we need an heir? We do need an heir. A 441 is pretty good. That 1 military is bad, and he's a weak claim. Yeah, let's go with the weak claim guy. We'll make our vassals fight if there's legitimacy issues. Basically, that event was like the king saw a pretty handmaiden at the ball, and it's like, you have an heir now. How did that happen? Who knows? It just did. All right, we're technology 4. Okay, see, this is the key to this game, right? So look here, Poland is beating the crap out of Teutonic Order. That means the Livonian Order is also in a war. And if you'll remember, we decided that we wanted some of their land, but we were worried about the Teutonic Order. But now, because the Teutonic Order is getting bent over a barrel, they are not willing to join this war. However, all 3 of our people are. So we're going to pick a goal. We'll pick Reval up here because that's not currently being occupied by anybody. And we'll declare war on them. I probably should have saved first, but who cares? We're going to make these guys do all the heavy lifting. Because now, we only have to fight Livonian Order and Riga. Because they're already getting bent over a barrel by Poland. So what we'll do is we'll make sure they don't have any fleets hiding around anywhere. Oh, they do have some, but it's okay. We'll take the long way around. The Bergen riots. You know anything about this historical event? Olav Nilsen Skanke, popular commander of the Bergenhus Forest and sworn enemy of the Hanseatic League in Norway, has been killed by local merchants. Despite his long history of service to the crown, Olav was a pirate, hunting down Hanseatic ships all over the North Sea. In order to eliminate this threat to their interests, the German merchants instigated a riot, cornering Olav in a local abbey and then burning it to the ground. Olav met his fate in the flames together with the monks, local burghers, and the Bishop of Bergen. Needless to say, this is an event that could inflame the already strongly anti-Hanseatic Scandinavian disposition. And so we get a choice as to how we wish to react to this. The end of the Hanseaten in Bergen, which basically everybody's going to be mad at us, and the Bergen riots happen. Or we could say nothing could be done, really. We'll pick that one. Something dumb's going to happen, I'm sure. Thankfully, we're at war, so that will weaken our vassals' ability to try to riot against us. Will they give me military access? Yes. So now we can just walk in here and take everything. What we're going to have to do is wait till Poland pieces out of this war, and then we can just start taking whatever Livonian Order stuff we want. Denmark wedding. Who wants to cut the cake? Carpenter. This is my moment. Rebecca Black had a song called My Moment, by the way. Just saying. This is my moment. Dead as can be on a delay by 5 calls, LOL. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. Lithuania is now a great power. Great. Poor Holstein, man. So this little red exclamation mark on a siege means that they don't have enough men to actually siege said province. But they're trying, man. Holstein is doing more than Sweden, honestly. Thanks a lot, Sweden. But Holstein, man, they're just, you know, they're giving it the old college try. By golly. What's going to suck for me is if I start taking some of this Livonian Order land here, and then Lithuania gets put under PU with Poland, which usually happens, and so then Poland hates me. I will go with... Our manpower kind of sucks. Tax is good, but we'll go with more manpower. Dadgummit, Sweden, could you stop? If a country that you're controlling turns unloyal, they'll stop helping you in wars. So we really need them to quit that. They're mad because we don't have any prestige, which is like our country is a garbage heap. It's okay. Yeah, we upgraded our diplomatic technology, so that dropped it back down. There we go. So when you go to war, basically wars in this game have a war goal. In this case, we wanted to take Reval. So it says that we're losing because we have not yet taken it. Once we capture it, this will change, and we'll have a better war score. I would like to get this as well, since these are like, we want to control this whole inland area here. Here, let's get some more legitimacy. Yeah, see how that shot up? And this shows you their enthusiasm for the war. And they're just getting their tails kicked. They just got out of a war with Poland, so they have no interest in carrying on this war. Unfortunately, like Will Smith cussing in records, I do. So I do want to continue on this war and take over all their stuff. We're taking over Riga as well. We'll probably ask them for money or something. Leafland. Just wait until Hyrule and Cyrodiil join the fight. I think there is an Elder Scrolls mod for this game. There's not that many countries in in Tamriel, though, so it probably wouldn't be fun. It would just be a matter of who won the first few wars, and then it would be over. RTS Risk. That's a little bit more complicated than Risk. Yeah, see, there's a peace offer from Riga. They want to give us war reparations and pay ducats. We'll probably do something like that when we do decide to end this. Livonian Order actually has a pretty decent sized navy. Of course, we do too. I wonder if we could take them in a fight. I'm not very good at the naval stuff in this game, so we'll just see what happens. If we can knock them out of the ocean here, we can take this, because they're blockading these straits to keep our army from getting there. Yeah, we're going to win. So now we are controlling that strait. So our good friends in Holstein. God bless Holstein. I mean, like, look at little Holstein. The little Holstein that could. Sweden's got this big territory and this big army, and they're just camping. And Holstein is sending their entire, you know, how many, I don't know how many troops. It's like 4 or 5. Just their whole thing. They're giving it their all, man. God bless you, Holstein. Yeah, I'm going to let you guys suffer a little longer before I peace out. Okay, Sweden is actually helping now. I wish they would help me with this naval battle here. Yeah, thank you, Sweden. Okay, we've 100%ed everything, so let's say no more Livonian alliance. Give us war reparations. Give us all your monies. And now, boop, let's take all the stuff and all the monies and make them pay war reparations because we can. If you ever feel bad about it, just remember the AI will take you to the cleaners if you lose a war. So you need to make sure you take them to the cleaners. Because countries can come back from a loss. And so this game has something called coring. So if you look here at my provinces, see I have a core, it says cores and claims. So like these are the ones I started the game with. So I'm going to have cores on them. A core province just means basically like you have some legitimacy to owning it. Your government does, or your dynasty or whatever. Or you have conquered it and owned it, or there's some reason that you should legitimately own this province. And so that makes it easier to control that province. So like, for example, if we were to lose a war and we lost Colding here, and then in another war we took it back, we wouldn't have to spend resources to core it because like we owned it for however many years it was before. So we have some legitimacy. We have the infrastructure needed to rule. The people here probably know our dynasty, so they're going to accept it. Now, if I were to, say, send a fleet full of space marines over here and capture Finisterre, I don't speak French. I don't know how to pronounce that. If we were to capture it, we have no real claim to this. So it's going to be very expensive for us to core this. We're going to have to set up that infrastructure here to own it. And if we were to lose a war, our hypothetical Finisterre situation, our core would disappear pretty fast. Because, you know, we're far away, we don't really have a claim, we don't have the infrastructure here to rule that province and extract tax from the people there. Because, you know, we're just foreign Danish invaders. They don't know who we are. So anyway, Holstein, we're almost to the point where we can vassalize them. So we really need to work on that. We need to send our gift again. Work on getting that up to 200 again. Dang it, we're like making no money because we have this corruption. That's why. It's okay. Holstein's going to try to win by mobilizing their ragtag group of misfits. But yeah, reading ahead in the script, I'm a very abbreviated version. Denmark's next couple of 100 years is just things falling apart. I believe there are some really nasty events that I will get if I don't start integrating these guys, so that's why I'm kind of trying to do that. And that's one reason I wanted to take this Livonian land, because it makes me bigger. And so that way Denmark over here... No, do we really have to spend money on this? Denmark doesn't feel... Or Sweden doesn't feel quite so strong. And so they don't think that they can take us in a one-on-one fight. We don't want that. Yeah, see, Holstein, we are very close to being able to annex Holstein. That will make us even bigger. We definitely don't want more autonomy. Definitely not. How are we looking on technology? We're doing pretty well with technology. So I might spend a little just to buff our... Where's our capital? It's bad. I don't know where the capital of Denmark is. Where is our capital? Yeah, we'll take some money. Why not? Where is, Oh, this is so dumb. I can't even find our capital. Oh, here it is. This is, yeah, okay. I do not know how to pronounce that word, but it's farmland, so we can buff it a little bit. There we go. Build some provincial improvements. Increase our income by 0.33. Yeah, let's do it. In real life, we lose Sweden, then it goes to a series of 2-on-1 fights with Denmark and Norway, and wins more than they lose. Norway wins more than they lose. I believe what we're going to try to do is integrate both of these guys, and I believe you can form Iceland. You can form Scandinavian nation. I don't remember what it's called. Scandinavia, yeah. We'll form Scandinavia. I think Scandinavia's ideas are terrible, so we'll probably keep our default ideas. I haven't even talked about ideas, but every country in the game, for the most part, there are a few like obscure countries that just have what they call generic ideas. But every country gets a set of ideas, which are certain bonuses you get as you unlock idea groups that you choose. So they're like canned ideas that each country has to unlock, as well as ambitions and traditions, which are set buffs. And there's also these, like, we can pick from these groups of ideas. And this is like making your military stronger, or becoming more diplomatically able, or being able to convert different religious provinces quicker, or economic ideas. When it comes time to choose one here, once we get to Technology 5, I'll explain that a little more. This is more fun to stream than I thought it would be. I thought this would get boring, but it's actually been fun to explain the mechanics and play the game. And learn about Danish history. Let's see. Why don't we just take some more prestige? We don't really have the money to buy advisors. We're in the red until the church gets finished building. Oh, Sweden does. Okay. Yeah, so even though Sweden is under our king right now, we got to work hard to make sure we keep our thumb on him. Which he really likes us right now. And at some point, we'll be able... There's a button that says integrate. So 1494, we can integrate Sweden, which shouldn't be too hard. But first, we got to get Holstein under control, which we can do now. Okay, annex. Great. So every tick, when this gets to 100, they will just be part of our country. Ignore them. France still doesn't think us worthy of being allies. It's okay. I really would like to take some of this stuff from Lithuania since they hate us anyway. Goldingen. I'm not worried about this because we have some troops sitting here. We'll send our buddy Bent Koss I think that's a medical condition, actually. We'll send our buddy Bent Koss down here to make sure they don't rebel against us. And then we lose Norway and most of what was a very impressive navy due to us siding with Napoleon. Well, I mean, hey, Napoleon was doing pretty good there for a while, right? So you can't really blame you for trying to pick a winning side. But those coalition wars, man, they just things kind of went to crap, right? Once we have Holstein under our thumb, we can start looking into stealing these territories down here from the Emperor, which I believe is still Austria, unless he screwed it up. Yeah, it's still Austria. We should win this automatically. Oh, no, it's over here. Let's go fix that. Dang, who is this? Oh, Poland is punching Hungary in the stomach right now. It's always interesting to pause and go look at the other countries and see what kind of chaos is going on, because every country is like processing political relations and stuff at the same time. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, these lands here are very rich, but they're under protection of the Holy Roman Emperor. So we have to be very careful as to not anger him, because he will send the entire Holy Roman Empire after us. So that's why you want to at least try to be friends with him. I guess we could actually try to join the Holy Roman Empire. Your nation is too large to join the Empire. What a shame. If we could join the Empire, we'd be under his protection from Russia, because they're not going to join it. No time soon, anyway. All right, here we go. Integrated Holstein. Yeah, see? Now Holstein is part of our country. And that also freed up that diplomatic slot, so now we're not taking a hit there. We still have 4 of 4. That's fine enough. So we should probably look at trying to get some of this land down here before these guys get too strong, like Mecklenburg and Hamburg here. Do we have any claims? No, we don't. And see, the Emperor is going to get called in, so that's dangerous. Yeah. Poor Lithuania. But we can claim some of your land. Could we take Lithuania in a straight fight right now? I mean, Poland's not going to join. We got 10K. Genoa is not going to be able to help very much because they're all the way down there. Stettin is probably like an OPM somewhere. Odiev's all the way over here, and they're very tiny. This would be like a blitzkrieg type thing. It's like take as much as you can and get it really quick. Oh no, why are we taking loans? Why are we so broke? Let me see. Oh yeah, because that's why. When you annex a country, their army becomes yours even if you can't afford them. So we just need to drop them. Yeah, there we go. We still make no money. Oh yeah, because they had ships too. Yeah, drop the ships. Sadly, you can ignore a lot of the naval stuff in this game. It's to my detriment that I ignore it, but I don't understand it. I'm not very good with it, so. I really would like Dithmarschen as well, so we could complete this state, but that may prove difficult. Things don't really start looking up until the mid-1800s, where we score a surprise win over Prussia for control of Schleswig. I'm probably butchering these pronunciations. Ooh, chance of 100% chance, 80% chance of gain administrative power, 20% chance of gain 1 overall. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we got the administrative. Oh, that's really good. We can buy another idea group soon. Excellent. If only we weren't so freaking broke. Let's develop our capital. Do we have any other land worth developing that's not very developed? Yeah, like these places are... We have a lot of good land to develop. Holy cow. That's a lot of good land. Yeah, this one's got a fort, so let's develop it. Toss one of those in there. The key is basically you develop land and then build buildings on it. And it's kind of like Monopoly. The buildings increase the value. Of course, we're broke and we're trying to get out of debt, so at the moment we can't. But we do get a little money from just building up development. And we can like go and just give like cheaper options there. Where's all these Denmark riches at, man? I need that Denmark money. I'm going to turn this fort maintenance off there because nobody's coming for that island anytime soon. That's going to come back to bite me. And when can we integrate these guys? 1494. So we still got a while before we can integrate these guys. What about Norway? Yeah, just from the beginning of the game. Okay, so as promised, we've just reached Administrative Technology 5, which means we get to pick our first idea group. Now, basically what you want to do is look at, and I think, can we pay this? No, not yet. What you want to do is look at the ideas that you have by default and pick things that will synergize with them. So like we're going to get shock damage plus 10, which is really good. So we might think of picking a military idea at some point. We get a manpower modifier, so there's a military group that gives more manpower. So if we wanted that, we could pick that. This is a very war-based nation. It looks like most of these ideas are military. Construction cost, it's okay. We can build stuff cheaper. We can get a bigger navy. National unrest, -1. That's decent. You might want to find something that gives shock damage. So where's the shock damage? So yeah, like this, land leader shock +1. That's really good. And where do we stand with our military right now? We're ahead of time. We're doing pretty well. Let's go with this. Let's just get this offensive out of the way early. Poland would not help. I don't know if I want to do that. So we'll pay off our loan. At first, until Otto von Bismarck uses that loss to say we broke a bunch of treaties and then take Schleswig and Holstein with the help of Austria. It's always Austria, I swear. Stupid Holy Roman Empire always screwing things up. And they won't even let us join. It's like the boys club down there. We can't even join. Oh, you're too big to join the Holy Roman Empire. Well, fine. We'll just annex Dithmarschen when the right time comes. I will take the military power there. Thank you. Taking Lubeck is going to make a lot of people mad, but we need to do it eventually, unfortunately. Orleans, with You're Still the One, their hit song. Queen Regency. So basically our king just died, but our ruler was under 15 years old, so they don't get to rule yet, but that's fine. Also, France has just been excommunicated, so good job, Pope. I guess because, let's see. Yeah, the Pope is getting dunked on by Naples. What in the world? There's all these wars going on the AI is conducting, but you don't know the history of all of them. So, whoa, 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 whoa. What in the world happened over here? What in the world happened here? So you, like these two countries here, there are cores for these countries, but they do not exist at the start of the game. So that means Spain or Castile, they're not Spain yet, got spanked at some point and had to release these guys. That is extremely rare. You never get to see Leon, or Galicia is even rare. They must have lost a war to Aragon because you can see Aragon's kind of eating into their territory here. What in the world happened down here? So they have a truce with France, and yeah, they got into a big war. That's what it was. Oh, because Aragon is in a personal union with France. Oh, no. So this means France is now in control of all of Aragon, in addition to their own vassals. That's going to be fun to clean up later. I really wish we could have gotten that alliance with France, because then we would be allied with the both of them. Yeah, so this whole area is about to turn blue is all I've got to say, because France is just going to wallop everybody. And while we do rebuild into a modern nation, it's pretty much done by scrapping everything and starting over as a trade-focused nation. You guys got to do what you got to do, right? Got to make it work. Let's go and get our land leader shock. Increase our stability back to 1. Excuse me, had a little burp there. Let's see, we already have a claim on Death March in there. Let's get some of these claims here. Oh, we have a claim on that. Great. Would be nice to take the rest of their stuff when the truce runs out. You can break truces, but it screws your country up. It's not recommended. Don't do that. Integrate. Sweden has more provinces than us, so we got to take some stuff. Give me the more military power, though. We can work on our ideas. Heck yeah. Lubeck. Alright, somebody done got in a war. Brandenburg is requesting you come to their aid in the Brandenburgian conquest of Anhalt against Anhalt. This is a war they have started. Anhalt is allied with Brunswick, Saxony, and Paderborn. This probably won't be too difficult, so we'll go ahead and join that. Famous last words, right? That won't be too difficult. Anhalt is here, so ideally if we could just go down there and smack them in the face, that would be great. I want our really fancy pants leader over here, though. So let's just see if we can't... Who all are we at war with? Brunswick, Paderborn, Saxony. I wish there was a mode which highlighted the countries you were at war with. That would make things a lot easier. Generally, when you're at war with a one province minor, you just go straight to their capital and siege them out. And then that makes all the others have to capitulate because you can just sign a treaty with the war leader. It's also the second flattest nation in Europe behind the Netherlands, and in fact, the tallest point of Denmark is a television transmission tower. Man, I'm learning all like the secret Denmark lore tonight. I didn't know anything about Denmark other than the Kalmar Union was a thing. Are we fighting the Teutonic Order? No, they're just in a war with somebody else. What is this? Oh, the Regency ends, so we're going to take a hit there because he has a weak claim, but we can't help it. Just have to deal with it. We are still freaking broke. And I don't know why. What is this? And a rebel army led by a pretender is marching towards Sweden's capital. Lose ducats manpower. Yeah, we need to help old Sweden out. Not really worried about Brandenburg's war, to be honest, so we'll go up here and help out. Where's our smaller army? Send it back over here. Oh, this is nice. In 1481, King Christiansen I died and left the throne to his son Hans. Since the Battle of Brandenburg in 1471, Sweden had not been a part of the Union in anything but name. In 1483, the councils of the Scandinavian kingdoms drafted the Helmstedt Recess, an attempt to provide a Scandinavian constitution which asserted the supremacy of the high nobility. But Sten Sture, the Chancellor of Sweden, refused to send a delegation to Helmstedt. The Swedes delayed signing the document until 1484. Yeah, it's probably a bad decision, but we'll take it anyway. Who cares? Like, it would be nice to have all the extra stuff, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. Yeah, let me get that Liberty Desire down. We're in a pickle because we need a few more. Well, we've got a 12-star. Maybe he'll make it. Who knows? We'll see. We're going to be in a pickle if we lose. Oh, we lost. It's okay. We also have some rebels which are upset at us. Oh, Sweden, you have a 15 stack. You can handle that. Why am I up here helping you? We have another, even bigger rebel army down here we're trying to deal with, guys. Come on. Look, the real-life history of Sweden is playing itself out. Let's block those guys. So they can't get across. And we're going to have to borrow some money, I'm afraid. 8. Sweden sure ain't gonna help out. We're getting a stupid crossing penalty too. With any luck, they'll go over to Sweden next. If they come to us, it's fine too, because they'll get a big crossing penalty from going across this channel. So if they decide to walk over here and attack us, that's great. If not, we'll just pick our army, be big enough, and go take care of them that way. Meanwhile, we are technically winning this war down here thanks to Brandenburg and not us. We ain't done nothing. Oh yeah, walk right into them. Good job, guys. Alright, we won. Fair enough. And so while his morale is still low, that's that little red bar. We just want to keep attacking him because we need the Pretender to die. When the Pretender die, the rebels, they just disappear. Thank you, Norway, for actually helping. Meanwhile, we got Brunswick up here attacking us. What are you doing down there, Brandenburg? Take care of business. We're at war. I'm up here trying to put the country together. We got pretender rebels of 3 different types burning the country to the ground. Things are not going good, guys. We will persevere. The Danish people under my rule are strong. And we will persevere. It'd be great if we could stop this siege before it... Yeah, there we go. Perfecto. Meanwhile, let's see. Invasion of Sweden's opinion. I got to keep Sweden very happy so that we can steal a bunch of land and then integrate them. If we could get out of this stupid war with Anhalt, what are we waiting on? Yeah, Brandenburg has Anhalt beat. What are they waiting on? Let's see. We're in kind of trouble up there. Okay. Yeah, I wish these idiots would end this war because Livonian Order is about to get fully annexed and we needed to take that. We didn't need them to get eaten. Muscovy's about to eat Novgorod, so we're going to be sharing a border with those idiots pretty soon. So that's great. Like this war is won. Anhalt is done for, guys. Yeah, see, there we go. We got 5 gold and 12 favor for our trouble, which we're probably going to use to ask them to help us with Lithuania, if I had to guess. But they're not willing to help us. Let's go ahead and make claims here. They're about to be done for unless somebody shows up to save them, though. Be rivals with them. Hey, they're rivaled with the Ottomans. Let's see if the Ottomans will be friends with us. No, they won't. Bohemia, however, allied to rival. Annexed a member of the Holy Roman. I didn't annex anybody. Poland. Who is friends with Poland? That would be the better question. Austria. Yeah, let's pause a second. Things don't look good. We are broke. We have loans. Lithuania is encroaching up here. We need to do something. Let's increase some production. Have to build our country. Build up the country, you put land on it. Go ahead and make that a state, even though it'll probably be a while before we can get that last piece. Go ahead and make this a state. So yeah, great. We got a little income boost from that. We'll core this as soon as we have the mana power for it. We need to get our legitimacy up because the people think that we're a false ruler. There we go. Core that province. Beautiful. We're a little bit better off. We've already got all the spy network we need here. They are about to be dead, so no use worrying about them. Lubeck, we need... Go ahead and get a claim on it, even though it'll be a while before we can challenge Austria's might. Get out of there. Norway. Make Norway like us. Denmark's history after the Kalmar Union is made of really one just long losing streak. I mean, they're still around today, so they're doing good. It's all you can ask for. I wonder if Riga, I guess Riga will probably get eaten too because, excuse me, Lithuania has a claim there. Oh, what do you know? They didn't finish eating Livonian Order, so we can. We could take Dorpt. I've always wanted Dorpt. Well, let's go get it. Let's go get that Dorpt. It'd take lots of cash. I don't even know if these guys have an army left over at this point. Let's see. Monthly autonomy or promoted cultures. We'll go with autonomy change. -05. Autonomy is supposed to represent just how much within under your control a province is, whether you own it or it's just a territory or whatever. So a very high autonomy means you make like no money from that province. So we don't want that. Who are we even fighting? Danzig. Danzig is a OPM down here. Heck, we may could take Danzig, actually. Danzig is a very profitable. That would be a good place to have because this would let us declare on Teutonic Order. Oh, the plot thickens. Yeah, let's take Danzig. That's a very profitable province. It's kind of a big deal. I think the only reason we'd be able to do it is because we have this Scotland up here. Four out of four. A strategic marriage. Ever since the 13th century Treaty of Perth, Scotland has been obligated to pay a yearly sum to the Norwegian kingdom in exchange for control of the Hebrides. These payments are now long overdue. However, this has been the cause for tensions on and off. Regardless of our ancestral claims, our ability to project power in the Highlands is not what it was, and we have bigger issues close to home to handle. It has been suggested this conflict be settled once and for all. The Stuarts will marry a member of the von Wittelsbach dynasty, and the Jarldom of Orkney will be pawned and then transferred to the Scots. Orkney remains one of the highest ranked titles in the Kingdom of Norway, however, one that has been a stepping stone to the throne. While they remain weak, the Norwegian nobility are very well aware of this deal. Let's see, Norway. Cede this place to Scotland? No way. Yeah, Norway can have a claim, I don't care. Norway likes us anyway. They're also at war with us, so we'll accept the petition this time. Of course, Danzig is a big deal. Have you seen how many bands list the Misfits as an influence? Woman! I just kind of want them for the strategic location because we'll be next to Poland, which is our ally. So we can hold off their aspirations on us for a while. And then Pomerania and Teutonic Order will be right next to us, so we can start working on their stuff too. Yeah, we'll just call that guy heretic. We don't want to gain a bunch of unrest. I'm just kind of waiting on these sieges to finish so that we can have control of this war. We're still ahead of time in technology, so we'll go ahead and get this idea. Faster recruitment time. Yeah, Danzig is now firmly under our control. Riga is now under our control. What do we lack? Why does it say? Have they taken... Oh, they're up there rampaging in the Rhineland. Oh, no. Let's see if we can get Danzig. Oh, we can't get them to accept annexation right now. We're going to have to go kill some of these other guys up here. Yeah, while they're holding this territory, they're not going to give up, so we're going to have to go and stomp them. Fortunately, Norway is being a bro, and it's just taking care of all this occupied territory up here. We just have to make sure they can't sneak around us and get back down here and start undoing, which it would be hard since these all have forts. It takes longer to siege. In fact, do some war reparations, war taxes right now. Naturally, because I'm trying to do something, this area wants to revolt, because of course it does. Okay, they can no longer resist. So we now own Riga. We'll go ahead and core it. Hopefully we can now own Danzig without too much trouble. Teutonic Order will be extremely mad at us, but we're not worried about the Teutonic Order because Poland hates them just as much as we do. And then Livonian Order here. Pomerania won't like us. Once again, we're not worried about Pomerania. So all three of those countries now belong to us. Fantastic. We'll core them. We have some sort of goal we have completed. Conquer Ocel? Sure. So that gives us a permanent claim on some stuff we just conquered. That's fabulous. Wonderful. It truly is. The friends you made along the way. Repay at least one of those loans. We need a new rival. How about Teutonic Order, since our army is 7% bigger than theirs? And we have a mutual enemy in Poland. We're just expanding all across this area. Fantastic. Fort. We need the money. So over this fort, because we need the money. Fine, be my rival, Denmark. I mean, Teutonic Order. I don't care. Got that permanent claim on it, though. Let's see what to do next. No. Austria likes us. Well, they did. They did. Oops. I don't know if they necessarily want to have to fight Poland, so hopefully they won't declare war on us. They're mad because we took Danzig. Dang it, why are we not making any money this game? Protect our trade, local goods. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So we're a great power, but we make like no money. That's great. Oh, wow. Mary, the country's falling apart again. Finally, we're making money again. Not much, but... Or we were for a split second, now we're already poor again. That's great. Alright, go back. Go here. Thank you. Of course, our dude died right as we needed him the most, but it's okay. Let's kill these rebels so that we'll once again be making negative money as we pay to reinforce the troops. Turn the rest of our forts off because we're extremely broke and we need money to pay off loans and build infrastructure. As we inch ever closer to our goal of integrating these guys. Hopefully Austria's feeling a little bit... Yeah, Austria's cool now. That's good. France, why won't you be my friend? Poland still likes us okay enough. Silly. That's silly. Silly is forming. Oh, wow. Transylvania formed. So not only did we get Lyon in this game, but we got Transylvania. I kind of want to be friends with him just because of all the Castlevania we play. So it looks like Portugal's about to wipe Galicia off the map. Up to 153. Problem is Muscovy really does not like us. Denmark, Poland, Lithuania. Not going to be friends with Lithuania anytime soon, I'm afraid. You see, that's how you play this game. You have to navigate this web of alliances and people that don't like you. And oftentimes your friends will be friends with your enemies, and so you have to navigate that as to not avoid losing your friends and having all your enemies dogpile on you at once. Ah, if only we were so close to integrating Denmark, or Sweden. We just need a few more points. Teutonic separatists, so we need to get over here quick. Danzig. Aha, of course, Dorpak. We have all three provinces, so this will give us a nice little state boost here. Why do we have corruption? Overextension. We're working on that. Yeah, as soon as we core these, overextension will go away. Yeah, there we go. Army-wise, after 1860-something, we completely gave up on the idea of actually winning anything, and so we mainly have elites or spec op stups and a home guard duty-bound to fight to the last man. You've become Switzerland, sounds like. Yeah, rebels may have risen up in Danzig, but they're done for, because we're two-star generals sitting there waiting on them. I guess the next thing we need to work on is building a spy network in Teutonic Order so we can expand in this direction. They're not in the Holy Roman Empire, so that's good. Pomerania here is, but we can't help that right now. Poland is about to attack the province of Wallachia. The Byzantines are hanging on for dear life. Albania has one province left. Ragusa is no longer guaranteed by the Ottomans, obviously, because they're at war with them. Hungary is almost dead. Usually Hungary lives longer than this. Well, oh, they're still up here. Okay, this is Serbia. Okay, Serbia is doing okay. Alright, not bad, not bad. We'll poo-poo on you, Saxe Luxembourg. Yeah, we fight half the map if we try to take this marching. If you get taken, you just have to call Liam Neeson. I mean, surely he could fly over to Denmark and help you guys out if need arose. Perhaps there's something we can do. Yeah, I guess. So go ahead and increase that. "48-minute delay. Some calls take forever." Yeah, there's nothing like a good call center situation, right? Do I want to go help Norway? I guess. We'll help Norway. What do we got? Diplomatic tech. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and get caught up in dip tech, and then we can spend the rest of it increasing our provinces because we are super poor. Don't worry, Norway. I'm coming to help. All right, Norway. I'm done helping. You gotta go finish. Because Riga is upset again. I need to go sit at Riga. Very close to being able to integrate them. What we're going to have to do is do one more war against Teutonic Order, take a bunch of provinces, and then we should have enough to integrate Sweden. If not, we can integrate Norway first and then do Sweden later. We need, what, 6 minus 2. We need 4 provinces. So 1, 2, 3. If we could get away with taking 4 provinces from Teutonic Order, assuming the aggressive expansion wouldn't cause a coalition against us. Poland's our friend. How much do they have? 14. Hopefully by the point we get ready to actually declare that war, that will have settled down a little bit. So speaking of Napoleon, aggressive expansion in this game. If you try to expand too quickly, you build up what's called aggressive expansion. If a country has enough aggressive expansion towards you, they can start a coalition against you, and then other countries that also share that amount can join it. And so you can have, and different countries get aggressive expansion easier. Here in the Holy Roman Empire, they're all the similar people group, and they're really close together, and they're all part of the empire. So that AE shoots up insanely quick. Now, for example, if I was the Ottomans down here, and like, for example, here are Muslim nations and here are Christian nations, if the Ottomans are just cutting a swath through Europe, these guys over here could care less. They don't care about the Christians and the Western people. But at the same time, the more the Ottomans push into Europe over here, they will build up aggressive expansion with these guys, and so eventually they'll get in a coalition war. And that's really one of the few ways. The Ottomans are OP. They're made to be too strong. And so that's one of the few ways you'll see them actually get defeated in this game as a computer non-player is they'll get aggressive expansion and they'll screw up and go across that line, and like half of Europe will come attack them at once. Basically, if you ever get a chance to dogpile the Ottomans, you better do it, because if they get too strong, you can forget beating them in late game. They'll just stomp you. Like, you'll have an army with 100 units, and they'll be sending like 4, 5, 6, 7, 50 stacks at you, and it's just like, give up, you lost. It's best just to either ally them or stay away from them, honestly. Frederick has made it his business to know all men and women. This has enabled him to gather a cabinet of the brightest minds, realizing this can be a way to further the career of a close friend. Has approached us and asked if we make room for one of his proteges in our inner circle. What reply can we offer this young talent? We can gain a statesman, which we don't have the money for right now. We can gain some power and prestige. Why don't we do that? That would be better, I think, in this case. Making some decent cash now. Just pay back these loans. Pay back the loans and steal some money from Teutonic Order over here, who has just discovered that we're planning to attack them. Pomerania, huh? I think we could take these guys. We got 29k altogether. They've got 14. So we stomp them one or two good battles, and we'll be good. If anything, I would like to just steal a bunch of money from the Teutonic Order. We need 4 provinces so we can integrate Sweden, because they're the thorn in our side. And we need money to pay for these wars, so... Ermland. Yeah, let's go. Let's go do this. We got a blitzkrieg. We gotta start taking stuff fast before other countries have a chance to rise. Let's get us a naval leader here. And we're getting stomped. That's great. That is great. What in the world happened? Military tech 6. And we're stuck at 4. Oh no. But thankfully Brandenburg is going to help us bail us out. Help us, Brandenburg. I made a dumb mistake. Give us less aggressive expansion impact. Yeah, see, Brandenburg doesn't like Pomerania. They're probably trying to get the provinces to form Prussia, so they're going to help us out and take care of Pomerania. We can probably build up enough brute force to get rid of... Here, we've got to increase our military spending. Oh, because of our war taxes, yeah. Oh, and our general died too. That's great. Can I get somebody good, please? Yeah, see, they immediately went for Danzig. They want that crap. But it's alright. Denmark, Brandenburg, Norway, and Sweden together will be able to handle this threat. Yeah, here's Sweden to help. We're good. We got to focus on that military attack hard, though, because we got to catch up. Got to catch up in mustard. Then our next big fight will be against Lithuania. We've got to cut into this inroads that they've made here. Lol, never mind. Pomerania is just going to get wrecked. Good job, Brandenburg. Fortunately, by the time they get done wrecking them, we'll already be over here wrecking their face. So, yeah, okay, there's Brandenburg's army. Thank goodness. There's Norway, man. Norway is the new Holstein. They're sending their .9 stack over here, just trying as hard as they can. So proud of you guys right now. It just brings a tear to my eye. All right, let's go. Very carefully navigate this situation over here. Yeah, we just about got this, I think. I think we should be good. Just kind of carpet siege them here. Yeah, take my last 18 ducats. Thanks a lot, game. Admin technology. Yeah, sure, whatever. Actually, that was bad because now we're going to not be able to core this as quickly. It's okay. Can't be helped. We may be sitting on them a while anyway. Lost a siege. Where did we lose a siege at? Oh, they're taking over our stuff. It's okay. They can take that because we're about to take their whole country. It'll be fine. Probably reward Brandenburg for their loyalty with the province, which we will eventually take from them anyway. Turn that over to Brandenburg. Pomerania, you want out of this mess. Not enough, apparently. What will you give us? Give us money. Let's just play it out a little bit longer. Alright, we now hold all of Teutonic Order. We're about to hold all of... Of course, they're steadily tearing our country apart, but it's okay. Yeah, great. I have to fight their rebels. Thanks a lot. Let's fix that. Oh, Poland will help. Okay, great. Thanks, Poland. Yeah, we're good. Poland's here. This would be great, but we need the tech upgrade more than we need that idea. So, yeah, once you can call in Poland, you're good. You just sit back and relax and let them take care of it. Good guy, Poland. Actually, you forgot Poland. There's an old meme. Okay, now they're ready to get out of this thing. What do you give us? War reps. I want you to stop being friends with them because that makes bad things happen. And give that to Brandenburg. Give us a bunch of money. You guys are way in over your head. There we go. Riga, meanwhile, is about to go to war with us, so we got to go over there and handle that crap again. So I plunged the entire Danish spear into war for my petty ambitions. I'm just going to let Poland finish completely wrecking them. And taking back all this stuff and just sitting on them so that their country suffers more turmoil from the war. Like their provinces have more, you know, devastation and all that, so that they are less of a threat. Also let our AE tick down just a little bit more. Please upgrade that very quickly. These guys all love us, and we're about to take, hopefully, 4 provinces without trouble, which means we can integrate. There's our Rigan War, which we'll just go take care of. Beautiful. All right, we're at 100%. Ignore that. Anything this game can throw at you to make your life harder at any given point, it is going to do so. Sue for peace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pomerania and Lithuania will maybe form a coalition, but it's okay because Pomerania has a truce with us from the war. Teutonic Order will be in no position to declare any war, and Lithuania is not going to want to make Poland fight us, so I think it'll be okay. Take as much money as possible. They want to pay us war reparations. Start coring what we can, although admittedly not much. Upgrade. Actually, never use Gallogly infantry. I don't know why, but apparently they're terrible, so don't use them. Repay all loans. Destroy all the projections. Let's see. Build the church so we can get 0.23 more out of that. Oh, we need to build a workshop as soon as we get the money. Got to build that workshop. Drop some of this war exhaustion. Yeah, Teutonic Order ain't about nothing. All right, who we got? Definitely not Poland. We need them to keep being our friend. In fact, I'm going to send somebody over there to build them up Buttercup. Because we want them to keep being our friend. Bohemia hates us. Why is it always Bohemia? Like, you can be in a world conquest as a one province minor, and Bohemia is going to rival you from across the world. They always do. Muscovy has an army that would smash us instantly if we decided to fight them, so let's not rival them. Poland is our friend. Bohemia already hates us. Pick England just because they're far away and they're not going to get involved. Well, actually, they might. I don't know. Once we take Norway, that's bad. We don't need that papal influence. Yeah, eventually we're going to get in conflict with these guys. I might just sell this crap to Scotland because I don't want it. We do not need help. Let's go over here. We've completed. High income. Danish trade. We need Neva and Lubeck. We will never get Lubeck at this rate. Integrate Norway. Working on it. I'm working on it. Integrate. Less than 10 years. We have the provinces. See, these guys are HREs. So that's going to get more difficult. Now, the Byzantine refugees. We'll take the technology cost reduction. Because we are behind. These guys have got... Oh, there, yeah, we got a... That's bad. Because we got old Wittelsbach here who knows nothing about military. Let's hire an advisor and waste precious money so that we can try to catch up. Unless the Estonians, we get more money from those guys. Let's see who's unhappy. This, of course, these guys are. They just got stomped. Got a core stuff. I'm hip. Yeah, that would be a disaster and a half. Of course, Poland has joined the HRE, so they're not going to want to help. Rest of expansion. What the heck will improve with the Emperor? Poland should like us enough after the war. We have a claim on that. We're done with Teutonic Order for the moment. What are the burghers mad about? Let's see, what can we do for these folks? Improve relations with the Papal State. Build up manpower reserves. Increase production in Ostilien. Let's do that. If I can find it. I'm not familiar with all these foreign province names. I'll do it, Rasmus. Take care. Have a good night. We need imported iron. Yes. Military power, please. Hopefully we will form the glorious nation of Scandinavia by the time you join us next. I'm getting very close. We can just hold out a little bit longer without anything disasterific happening. To quote Final Fantasy X-2, which I don't recommend doing. Let's build a production facility. Get more monies. Of course 12k troops rose up in Danzig. Of course they did. And of course they're beating us. Just like melting our forces. What is this? Oh, we just got waffle stomped. We need money that we don't freaking have. This is going to be expensive, but it's okay. Part of the mainland of Denmark. Thanks. I forgot that I was supposed to be doing that. Here it is. I believe they wanted me to increase the base production to 7. So let's do that. Okay. That'll make them happy. Thank you for that. Parting words of wisdom. Okay. There we go. Slowly but surely catching up on military tech. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, that made that much easier. Drop the mercs. Retake Danzig. Well, since we have this money, all right, let's build another production facility, get that economy going. Poland still feels okay about us. Yes, yes. I have like no manpower left. Yeah, if we get attacked, we're pretty much dead. Thank goodness for Sweden. So far behind in tech. Disinherit this guy because he's useless. Memel. Where is my mail? Oh, over here. This manpower thing is a real killer. We got to build up some manpower. Can't really afford to build any conscription centers though. Oh yeah, and here comes this mandatory event to take all of our money. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Well, that's good at least. At admin tech 7, we need to take another group of ideas. Since we're kind of stalled out on our military ideas, I'm not sure what the next one would be. I guess we could play the settlement game, and we could go try to settle the new world, or we could just kind of stay here. We could use more money, so economic ideas wouldn't be bad. Administrative is always good. We really could use another decent ally. Just not sure who it would be at the moment. We're all used up on slots. I guess having these two nations under personal union helps a lot more than anything. It's the nose under the face. Yeah, that's a good point. $14.94, 3 years till we can try to bring Sweden under our heel. Conquer new states. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I think I may go for Norway first, just because we get this administrative power and autonomy change thing. And they're a little smaller. Better military tech than us, but unfortunately that won't help us. I may in fact sell this crap to Scotland once I have it, because I just don't want to deal with it, because eventually England is going to take over this. Let's see, they're allied with France, so they might hang on. But heck, I guess eventually Scotland might get France to declare on me. So this little tiny province here, probably not worth it. I don't think anybody else has a... Yeah, see, Scotland has a permanent claim on this, so I might just sell them this. And this as well. Because these tiny little provinces, they're not doing... Like, it's one development and everything. Not worried about it. If we want to just go hide on an island, like if the country just completely falls apart, we'll just retreat to this area up here. And just... We'll rebuild our northern ice kingdom from the island. That will be our in-game strategy. Can we pay off this loan? Yes, we're making some actual money now. That's good. Got to build some regiments to hold off these guys while we work on integrating. Then finally, maybe we can start to take the fight to Lithuania once Poland is occupied, which means we're going to need another friend. For what the heck, we'll improve relations with the Ottomans. Let's try France again. If we got them, it'd be game. Kind of want to ally Transylvania just because they're so cool, but they're going to get walloped by the Ottomans, so that's not a good idea. We really like Austria, and we can improve with them too. Why not? Put them diplomats to work. Might as well. No, we're still behind in meal tech, so we need to go ahead and crank those rookie numbers up. Yeah, give me that 7. Okay, great. Feeling much more comfortable about that now. Loans are paid off, so let's build our economy. See, all those manual buffs I did earlier are paying off because now we can build buildings there and it's actually useful. I'm not going to take another loan for some stabs, so unfortunately. Yay, actual armies again. Come on, Austria. French ruler is infertile. What do we got? Let's drop our unrest since we got most of the others. Alright, can we integrate Norway yet? Yes, we can. Can we integrate Sweden at the same time? No. They're mad about something. Probably the fact that we're integrating Norway, but it's fine. Once we finish integrating Norway, we'll work on Sweden. After I immediately sell some of the stuff to Scotland so they won't get annexed by England later, and England decide to go to war with me over these provinces that aren't worth it. It's kind of a EU4 community joke about England is how terrible they are as an ally because the computer has a lot of trouble with like naval combat and shipping troops to other places. So like if England is your ally and you're getting attacked, they're just going to sit over there and like smoke a cigarette on their front porch. But if you get into a war with England, it's like the AI hive mind activates and then like strategically D-Day Normandy style attack you and take over your provinces with their navy and army. It's quite dumb. But like Celine Dion used to sing about, that's the way it is. Yeah, let's get some more conscription going. Finished talking with the Ottomans. We got plus 70, but nowhere near enough for an alliance. Again, Brandenburg, we don't need your help. Need to build up another alliance to take the slot of Norway after we finish. This is a good trade. We'll have to take a loan, unfortunately, but getting all that base tax, we'll take it. Your base tax is essentially like how much comes from a province And so anytime you can get a permanent increase to how much a province makes and increase your economy overall, it's usually good to take it. Unless it's like something crazy, like give up half your country to get one, upgrade somewhere. Don't do that. Oh, we can make mortars now. That's great. So let's do that. We're going to get some free army just from taking over Norway. And they have a very nice 2-star general up there. Which I don't know if we'll get to keep or not, but it would be nice. Austria is attacking Serbia. Poland, France, Austria, Brandenburg, Utrecht. Yes. Nobody really alliance-y feeling right now, sadly. How much money we need to pay that back? 154. Ugh. Behind on tax. We can't really afford to dev. I guess we could hire some folks to help us. While we can. Pomerania hates our guts. Yeah, let's pick some more ideas. We have no need for missionaries at the moment, so we'll avoid that. We're probably going to get slapped with a Protestant Reformation here in a few years, and that's going to be fun. Just completely screw up all our country's equilibrium we've worked so hard to fight back from disaster in. Idea groups. There's really nothing in the area but Catholic, so humanist is not really a good approach to this game, in my opinion. Organized, mercenary, administrative is always good. Never don't want administrative. I'm not really feeling an overseas expansion game. We might just go administrative just because it's always good. Even though we're not going to be buying this stuff anytime soon, unfortunately. Well, forget you too, Portugal. At least if Portugal doesn't like us, that means we have some new allies we could potentially look into. Like, they don't like Provence, but Provence, it's not Provence, right? That is Provence. Let's ally with Morocco on the other side of the world. Lubeck insulted us. Let's start a war with the entire Holy Roman Empire over an insult. I'm sure that would go well. We'll just speed take Lubeck, right? Everything will be fine. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not burn our country to the ground. Still behind in military tech. Get one more level, we can start working on our idea groups again. I'd like to get this land leader fire. So we're already getting 10% shock damage plus an overall land leader shock pip plus 1. So that's a really nice combination to have. We can get one or two more ideas and unlock that. It would be a very super swell as Drew Pickles used to say. Give me that reform. What do we got? Free policies and admin +1. Leader cost -10. Advisor cost. Cheaper advisors. Make anything to help us make more cash, more ducats. Superior firepower. Not too worried about 13K in the Teutonic neighborhood there. They can get over it. So after we increase this, we'll start working on ideas again. If we're not dead, Lithuania or something doesn't come after us. Hey, anytime you want to join up, Ottomans, you just holler. Alright, we're good. Now we can focus on our ideas again. Let's pay back this loan. Now focus on improving our economy. Hey, for tomorrow when you're watching Wacky Deli, I see you playing Dead Cells down there. So you can send me a message tomorrow and let me know you were playing Dead Cells. Hey, should we go and kill the Teutonic Order? Who would we have to fight? Saxony? Where's Saxony? 2 province. Brandenburg will help us. Why not? Give us something to do. We can win the fight nearly instantly, so we might as well. Yeah, it's over. I'm not going to call Poland. So you curry favors with people as you join them in their wars and things like that. So I don't really want to... Like I could if I just wanted to absolutely overkill, I could call Poland to help me. But there's no point because we've already won. And if I did, I would owe Poland favors for helping, which would mean they could call me to help them later in something that could potentially be very bad for me. So let's not do that. We must always attack. Give me more siege ability since we're sieging right now. Oh wow, due to our shared position as a maritime power, we've always had close relations with the trading cities of the Low Countries. While royal power has traditionally remained strongly tied to the nobility in Denmark, political power has come to rely more on the burghers in the Low Countries. Now, however, our interests and challenges are so closely aligned that Frederick I has been eyeing Dutch political and economic structures for inspiration. Given free hands, our king is confident he could implement a set of far-reaching reforms to empower the Danish burghers to strengthen our economy. Wow, that's really nice. All that positive opinion, and then 100 administrative, 150 dip, and did 50 military. Yeah, absolutely. Give me all of that. It is beautiful. It'll give us a great head start in catching up in the technology and buying this next military idea, which will give us this idea. So give me all the shock damage. Is this Saxony, dude? Really? Really Saxony? Okay, they're pretty much done. Shut up, Saxony. Any war reps? Give us cash. Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing they could offer me that would make me not want to fully annex them at this point. Because conflict with Lithuania is going to be inevitable, so... whenever you full annex somebody, remember to take all the money. You can't do much else, but you can take all their money when you annex them. I mean, they're not going to use it, so... why would you not want it? Core it. There we go. They're now part of the glorious Danish Empire, as Norway is about to be. Yeah, here, let me join the Ottomans to fight against Poland, who's right there. Some guy got killed. Some guy got killed at a place called Hoopers. Yeah, whatever. Let's just take stab because we'll probably get comet sighted here in a minute. It hasn't had it this game, so that means it's coming soon. La la la. Fa la 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 la. French vanilla. Some nice little trade investment we can make. Yeah, see, England is already declared on Scotland. Meaning that eventually they're going to take all this and they're going to be eyeing this province, and we don't want to have to deal with them. So let's go ahead and get this. Yeah, and then we get our shock damage bonus. It will make us much more formidable. Formidable? Fermentable? What are we, wine? We also get mercenary costs -10 for our trouble, which is great because mercenaries are really strong. Great thing to always have. Ba la 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 la. Improve relations. Just keep that up because we don't want to drop this. Integration efforts. No, 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 no. Brandenburg just hates Pomerania so much. They're willing to get destroyed by Poland and Lithuania just to have a chance. Let's not. Let's get both of those. No, Novgorod's hanging in there, but not for long. Hey, the Pope hates us. Let's fix that. Ha! Lithuania must have lost that war. Oh, Lithuania is at war with the Ottomans? Yeah, they're in trouble. They're in big trouble. If we're lucky, the Ottomans will make them drop their alliance with Poland, since I believe they don't like Poland either. So yeah, that would be really cool if they could do that, because then we could attack Lithuania without worrying about upsetting Poland. France, meanwhile, is still holding on for a year. We might could do that. Yeah, if we can get this royal marriage here. Okay, that should keep us relatively safe from interlopers for the time being. Allies, subjects. Still good at military ideas. Land leader fire +1. Beautiful. So we're trying to rebuild our army after the unfortunate skirmishes of yesteryear. We were fighting for purely defensive purposes. It wasn't me getting greedy at all. Mecklenburg, yeah, go ahead. Now even Austria wants to be our friend, but we just don't have the dip slots. Hopefully by the time we finish with Norway, we can take them up on that offer, because then we could start moving into the HRE territory down here. Then again, I don't know, because Austria does not like France, who we just allied with. So it's probably better not to do that, actually. Let's see here. Make sure that Lubeck or any of these guys aren't open to being conquested. Yeah, we would get absolutely walloped if we had to fight Austria, so let's not. Lose professionalism, yeah, let's do that. Let's take Rasmus's advice and go with Merchant Navy, since he said they were trading folks. Yep, see, it happened. I told you it would happen. England has taken over the stuff. They want all of this. So the sooner we can get them integrated, the better, because I'm just going to sell that to England so they will leave us alone. The good news is that we have France on our side, so England is disinclined to attack us, because France would join that, because they want this right here for sure, because they got claims on it. So France would at least provide a modicum of deterrence, because they know if they go to war with us, France is going to be called in, and France is going to want this. And AI England is just stupid, so it's not going to be able to protect it. So they would certainly lose this if they went to war with us. And I would make a point to give it to France if they joined. So this old world power struggle unfolding right before your eyes. All right, maybe the Pope likes us again. Yeah, he does. Great. Poor Leon, gone too soon. Tunis always does relatively well. Morocco, Mamelukes. What? The Ottomans are getting wrecked. What? Who did they see? I told you the Ottomans will sometimes blunder their way into these super alliances. So they're defending a... Oh, so Poland declared war on them. Yeah, they're done for. Which is good for the rest of the world. Since Muscovy is kind of turning into the superpower of this game. Meanwhile, Lithuania is still at war, so could we... Poland would not join, but neither would any of our friends. If we had some help, we could do this, but... How much money does Brandenburg want to help? 57 bucks. We could do that, right? Yeah, we paid their ticket to ride. So we could potentially go after Lithuania. Oh, now Poland. Now Poland wants to join again. I swear, there's like, oh, the player's going to attack us. Quick, let's end our war. Thanks a lot. Those are some ugly borders you got there, Poland. Ugh. Oh, yeah, and the Ottomans are getting wrecked by the Mamelukes now. So we may see a destroyed Ottoman game. We got Morea and Achaia have achieved independence. What's Poland upset about? Allied to rival. What rival? France? Would really like to keep that, but they may leave me with no choice. What this means is Poland is going to break the alliance unless I fix it, but sometimes you can't. It's because they decided to rival France. But France has not rivaled them. Poland considers France a rival, but France doesn't feel the same way. So Poland is more mad. Maybe we can say, oh yeah, they're done. They're gone. He gone. That's all right. We'll find a new rival. We're about to finish with Norway here anyway, so. We did it. We integrated Norway. We got our first one down. Let's take a look at where we are. We get a... Gave us some free army members as well. Great. Sweden's next. So, England, how'd you like to buy some stuff from us? Cannot sell provinces to rival. I hate this game. I hate it. It is all just like stuff to make your life harder. That is all that... So it pretty much means England has to get too big to consider us a rival, or something. I don't know. Yeah, we don't need to do that right now. We turned ourselves into a pickle. It's the dumbest thing I've ever done. But we can at least build a fort there to make it painful for England. Muscovy hates us. So basically all the big nations in the area hate us. That's great. It's wonderful, really. Who doesn't like Muscovy? Poland, Kazan. Kazan's not going to be much help. Could Kazan be some help? It sounds like a way to get drawn into a war that they can't win. Fabulous. All right, next up, integrate Sweden. We're going to have to get them to like us again first. Probably won't be able to complete that one by the end of the stream. That'll be a long-term goal, but are we still ahead militarily? Yes, so we can buy that. Great. Prestige from land battles. That one truly keeps me up at night, thinking about how wonderful that idea is. Now, so make a lot of people mad, which I'm all about. Got to spread the word of God, right? Not going to keep people from hearing it, even if it makes some video game people angry. Yeah, why do you have to have us as a rival, England? I would sell you those provinces, but no. You're eventually going to declare war on me to take them, aren't you? Go ahead and state all these. Might as well state this too, because when we integrate Sweden, it'll be ours anyway. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Maybe I should prepare an invasion of England. I mean, heck, France would probably help me, right? Of course they won't. But Castile and Portugal and Savoy, three of the biggest countries on the planet, are willing to help them. Why does France not want to help? Because France is in debt. Way to go, France. I really would like England just to leave me alone, but I don't know that it's going to be possible in the long run. Usually just when you're getting things going, you'll get a declaration of war, and it'll be from stupid England. Let's see. Fortunately, I have an army of 15. We got a bigger army than that. Why are they so haughty-taughty about it? Expand the Navy. All right. Give us some points to build stuff with. Primarily these points. We want to save the mill points, but those points we'll spend. Oh, ugh. Guess I'd rather fight some noble rebels than lose points I don't have right now. See, like, this province here is so autonomous, we get like nothing from it, but England has a permanent claim on it, so they're coming for it eventually. Oh, here's an idea. I could return this province to Norway and just let them deal with it, because I mean, we already got this over here. England has a claim on this. England has made claims on that. I don't like it. I don't like it, sir, one bit. Especially because England's getting bored of stuff to conquer over here. Once they get awfully, they're kind of like going to reform into Great Britain. It's just like disaster-rific horrifying future for us waiting in the wings. Let's build a very pathetic army there, so that if England tries anything, we've at least got some minor deterrence, and maybe just maybe France would help us enough. Because we do not have the naval power we would need to get help there. It would just be lost to us. Sweden? Please, Sweden, be our friend again. Probably send them a little money gift here to bump that up quicker so we can start integrating them, because that's going to take a little bit. Yeah, see, what do you think they're about to do? You see this 24 stack sitting right here? That's not good. Send some more deterrence down there, even though it's not going to help much. Trent, you sent those men to die. Probably. Frode Fisher has corrupt connections. Yeah, whatever. Inflation was a little high there. Must be mimicking a real world situation. Let's see. What can we develop now? Need something that we can develop that we haven't really developed. It's Austria doing all the way up here. Just waiting to screw me over in case I decide to be bad. Oh, Austria hates Lithuania. That's why they like me. They're still allied with stupid Poland, who stabbed me in the back. Thanks, Poland. Actually, you forgot Poland. Let's put our mighty two stars general here, waiting on the English crossing. Of course, we are a great power. We've got 8. England's 8. 2-star general. We might stand a chance because they would get a crossing penalty, maybe, from having to go across this channel here. And we've also got a fort there, so they're gonna just kind of try to make it so that they would decide against it. We just pray that France would help us out, because they still got Aragon. So here's an idea. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. 27 pretender really? Oh, and they spawned right on top of my 5 stack, so that guy's dead. Thanks a lot. I swear this game does whatever it can to screw you over. Spawn a gigantic doom stack right there. Sure, France. We'll help you fight Nevers. That's no big deal. Even though we've got this excellent pretender rebel here trying to attack our capital, and we stand no chance of getting men there to help. That'll give us just 30 units. That'll be just enough. Looming disaster. What in the world? The Count's feud. That's a really bad one. We don't want that to happen. How can we stop that? Legitimacy less than 90. Let's just dump all of this garbage. Legitimacy will increase over time, yeah. How else can we slow this down? We need an heir. Religious unity. Yeah, we're in a pickle now. I've always read that the Count's feud is extremely disastrous for Denmark players. So we got to get that under control quick. Or else we'll be in quite a pickle. We have an heir. What in the world? Bump up Norway. Stop the smugglers. Go and lose this battle right quick. Look at this cheating game. At least we cut his army in half. Meanwhile, Flanders has decided to walk all the way from down there to siege our provinces instead of attacking France, who is not going to help us, and neither is Sweden for that matter. Oh, too bad the war's over. France owes us favors. Integrate Sweden immediately. Why is Sweden mad at us? Better diplomatic technology. And it's all, oh, it's because we lost the bonus from not being in the Age of Reformation. That's alright. Where's placate rulers? Stop messing around with them. Let's improve relations. If we can't take control of our country again. Count's feud, we're screwed. Blah, blah, blah. Support the new monarch. Current ruler will die. Be replaced with Christopher 232. What are we now? 451. I think I'd rather keep the current one. Let's get some mercenaries here. Need to end this stupid Count's feud thing. Of course, Brandenburg has decided that they want to start a freaking war. That's just great. Now what am I gonna do? Oh, why am I getting blasted by these guys? Come on. Got my own 2-star ruler and he's just getting skunked. Now here comes the bad events. They're just going to pile those on. Yeah, see, I've always heard this Count's feud event is bullcrap and then it just like wrecks your game. That's essentially what's happening now because it's just going to keep spawning bad events and rebels until the whole thing just goes to pot. Yeah, Sweden, if you could help at all, that would be great. And because this is like 40 troops stuck here on an island, we can't really do anything unless we find some way to blockade them. You just pray that they start taking attrition damage. Then our heir is dead. We're having to spend big money on loans. Stability at least 3. It's essentially like just a planned war that you're supposed to lose. So stupid. Give me the more men. Wait, can the papacy help us? Where is yeah, and then give us morale. Give our armies the strength. We won the war. And they separated. Why did they separate? We'll take it. We'll take it. They separated. So because those idiots separated, it split their forces, and we just walloped them. Kill me. At least the Count's feud's over. It's pretty much just a forced dynasty change they put you through. That you're given like no warning that this is coming or ever going to happen. Sweden, Sweden. That's a lot of money to make up when you make it no money. Well, unfortunately, it looks like it's already 11:55, so we've really reached the end of our time here today. I wish we could have got Sweden too, but we'll get him next time. I don't know if I'll pick back up on this or not. I'm still going to try to sneak in a daytime stream at some point this week. I'm not sure when that will be, but we'll definitely try for it. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining. Be sure to check out the Torentsu and Pals Discord if you have not. It doesn't cost you anything. You can just hop in there, talk about the game, give suggestions about what you'd like to see. I'm especially interested to see what people would like to see in the new coming up year. I kind of just on my own plan to return to more MAME games and more obscure arcade games, and talking about them in the coming year is just kind of what I've been leaning on. But I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions about what we should do next. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this very chill world conquering stream. I hope you all have a great night.